Cruz's entrance here. What a ring walk. Just brimming with confidence, ready for the task at hand. Romero's on his way to the ring. You can see it in his eyes. You just know he's got that feeling tonight.
Introducing first, from Mexico City, Pitbull Cruz. His adversary, fighting out of Las Vegas, Romero.
We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
Body and win. 10 rounds slated in the books tonight. Here's the first. There's another left hand from him. Got a guy in here tonight who loves to throw the uppercut. That means we have an opponent against him who has to really be conscious of his defensive posture.
Yeah, it's kind of like parking your car. You know, you don't want to park near any fire hydrants. You're going to get a ticket. You want to leave your head right in the middle. You're not going to get a ticket, but you're going to get caught with that uppercut.
A nice block by Real Deal. Boy, oh boy, that's tough to take. Cruz's corner is concerned. Their fighter may go down here. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Romero. Romero's on the bad end of a flush, solid hook. Well-placed hook there. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs.
Stay on the inside.
Cruz's scoring with, oh, and there you go. That is a big, big punch that just put him down.
And right now he's thinking about whether or not he wants to do this as a living.
Romero's still in a tough spot here. Don't get fooled just thinking he beat the count and everything's fine.
And I'm not so sure that he can grab. So what you got to do now, if you're a trainer, the way you taught him in the gym is you don't want to go grab because you might leave yourself open. Move your head when he comes to you, then you grab him.
Real Deal's got a way of just getting away from that punch. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Real Deal's the target of a hook. And he just turns that hook up top, and it does damage. Last 10 seconds of this first round. Cruz's landed a good, solid combination. So he scores a knockdown in the last round. Now he gets to settle down and gather himself a bit. Do you go after it? Do you get super aggressive here, having had your man hurt? Or do you still have to employ a certain amount of caution?
Kind of like being on the carnival, you know, you just hit the bullseye and you got that big stuffed animal you can give to your wife or your girlfriend. But now he doesn't want you to go away with that.
Oh, no.
No. He tells you, wait a minute, try again. You could trade that in for something even bigger. But you might lose the one you have already. That's the question.
Real Deal's hope is for him to be steady on his feet and just survive at this point. Remember, that last round, he was down and nearly out.
Well, his hope is that his corner revived him during that minute rest, and also they gave him good advice, because the most important thing is don't let what happened the last round happen again. Correct what you did wrong.
Two good jabs by Romero. work with the uppercut. Little head hunting with the left. Cruz is swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Blocks it away. And he ties up on the inside. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Real deals! Nailed by a huge hook. A little head hunting with the right. That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Real Deal. Not an accurate hook at all. Good way to protect the midsection. Cruz's left. Working well that time. There's no denying he's having a lot of success with the hook right now. But in a way, is there a concern? Oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh, and now the real test. Can he get up after going down a second time? Romero's back up on his feet. Let's see what he has now. He just missed that shot up top. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. And this round comes to an end. It is a round that was highly entertaining. These guys really put forth quite an effort.
Well, they both have high engines. They have motors that never stop going.
Start of a new round, but will it be much the same? Romero's been down numerous times tonight, Teddy.
Well, if there was a mercy rule like there is in Little League Baseball, guess what? It would be invoked right now, and this would be over.
Cruz is landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Wow, Teddy, he's got some great hand speed there. That combination was an example.
Yeah, it was. You know, not a lot of power, not a lot of pop with it, but boy, it catches your attention. And you know what? That kind of speed can intimidate a guy and keep his opponent maybe from moving his hands later on.
Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking one. Must be the punch of the day. Both guys bringing home uppercuts. Romero is getting back to basics. A good solid jab. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Romero's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Left hook to the head and a right uppercut as well. That's a nice right hand that time by Romero. Final minute of this round that has been nothing but 2 straight minutes of non-stop fury.
Fasten your seatbelt. More turbulence ahead.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Real Deal's left now getting into the mix. Cruz is hurt by a superb hook to the head. Right back to it to the head. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. And that's the end of round 3.
Winning this fight. Estás ganando. Just keep doing what you're doing. You got this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
This is a classic example we're seeing here as we start round number 4 of just the busier guy taking the fight. He's up 3 rounds to zip on Teddy's scorecard.
Yeah, my concern though, Joe, I have one little concern.
What's
there.
that?
Well, is he winning the battles, but maybe going to lose the war because he's really wearing himself out. He's working so hard to get things done. Down the road, does he pay a price?
And that had some bite to it, that right hand by Real Deal. Cruz's left landing well. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. Romero's proving to be elusive. Scored well with the hook. Blocks that punch. Doubles up the jab to the head. To the head he goes with a left hand. Cruz has been hurt by that shot. Real Deal's gaining momentum and starting to pour it on. Cruz's jab can do so. What a big shot. Oh, he doesn't look good. He just went down and not the way he wanted it to go.
No, he's standing on the outside, Joe. He shouldn't be standing there. You know, timers would say, take a walk around the block.
Cruz's trainer is thrilled with this. He gets up off the canvas. Now he wants to see how he'll react. A big hook to the head by Raging Bull. Romero's movement really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Romero's combination punching is working well here. He's committing to the work downstairs. He puts forth a right hand. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds. And round 4 comes to an end. Romero has got to come up with something here because his eye just closed.
Yeah, well, what he has to do is, his opponent knows what he has to do. His opponent has to throw punches from that side. What he has to do is take that side away from him. Position himself in the ring where those punches are not available to his opponent.
Lands flush with the combination upstairs. And he returns on that exchange. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Protecting his head well with his guard. Big uppercut right on the mark. Cruz is showing us that he is willing to stick with the game plan. But Teddy, that game plan saw him knocked down earlier in this fight. What would you be telling him?
You know, in some ways I tell him good because you have to go with what you have. You know, you can't completely change. That's not possible in the course of the fight. You are who you are. So it's not the game plan necessarily, Joe, or the style that's wrong. It's the execution of the game plan. That has to be done better.
Well-placed, well-timed combo up top. Comes across with a hook up top. Romero is able to avoid that punch. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Cruz is putting forth a great combination there. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Raging Bull. Cruz's punch didn't come close. Romero's cranked by an uppercut. Cruz is doing well here with that two-punch combination. And we come to the end of the round. In between rounds here, Real Deal's eye is completely swollen shut. What would you be telling him?
Oh, this is going to sound a little tiny harsh, but guess what? This is a tough business. I tell him, you have two eyes, right? Choose the good one.
Good targeted left hook to the head, and here comes the uppercut behind it. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. What a turn of events. What a turnaround. He scores his own knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
And that's where scoring a knockdown hurts you sometimes, because now you think you're just going to walk in and get it again. Well, he walked in, he did get it. He got it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Romero is back back up on his feet. What will he look like in the next few moments of this fight? That's the big question. No, he goes to the gut with a right hand. Unable to score with the hook. Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I think there's some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counterpunching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Real deal's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Off target with that hook. Real deal's now feeling the after effects of being rocked by a huge hook to the head. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Good flush shot upstairs. Oh, what a left hand. Uncle Mo has come to visit. There it is. How is this going to go on? Once again, he hits the deck.
Well, he's getting practice at it, so he might figure it out.
Keep moving!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's over. This fight is over. Cruz's hand to be raised in victory. He scores the knockout here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockout, your winner, Pitbull Cruz.
Now that's how you end a fight right there. Yes, he was controlling throughout, but he made a good, clean finish with the knockout.
Yeah, as a trainer, you want to know, can a guy punch? Can a guy defend? You know, can a guy control distance? But you want to know, can a guy finish? He got the answer. Yes, he can finish.
Thanks for being with us, everybody. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.